Hey Star, welcome to the cosmos. My name is Chrissy and today I am working on a park area and the beaches for the tourists to enjoy on my island Fringewood. If you're new here, welcome. I'm building an island for villagers and cryptids, and I've got several cryptids on the island including Bigfoot and the Loch Ness Monster, and then some villagers that live in the middle of the island who most of them believe in cryptids, but one of them doesn't, and so it was fun to put together their little town homes. So if you are interested in that, you can check out that video. But today I wanted to build a park for kids to come enjoy for the families that come on tours. And I didn't plan out this build like I typically do. I just grabbed a bunch of items to see how they would work. So there's a lot more exploring in this video, which is a lot more true to how I end up decorating. So I think that'll be fun. The villagers were hanging around me a lot in this video, which was super fun. I feel like the villagers don't actually spend a lot of time with me. But they did today, but a couple of them spooked me because they kept having thought bubbles and I thought they wanted to move out. And I was like, you can't move out. We're best friends. Don't leave. But they just wanted to give me gifts because we are best friends and they didn't want to leave. So I'm glad that that was the case, but you'll see me chatting with them a little bit. And there's a couple points where they go ahead and sit down on the chairs or lay down on the beds that I end up putting out. And that was super, super fun. I was really excited about that. I'm also fighting right here with the public benches. The public benches I've seen used in a really cute way on several islands, and I was thinking to myself that this would be a good opportunity to try and use them. I feel that they would fit really well with the park kind of idea, but I end up removing those because I just could not make them work. Parks are so magical as a kid. I don't have a lot of specific memories about being at the park as a kid, but I know I was always really excited to go. And then you make those friends there too that you're like, let's do this. Let's just mess around. Let's play tag. Let's play pretend. And then you never see them again. And so the park is almost a liminal space. But super fun to go to. And it's still fun to go to as a teenager, but then you're going after dark because you're so edgy and you're so cool. Either that or it's the only place that you can really hang out completely free, not at your house. I think something that never gets old at the park though is the swings. I still love the swings. They're always so good. In college, I really wanted my engagement photos to at least include some swing photos, and I don't feel as strongly about it anymore, but I think I'm still gonna try and do that to honor my college self. Something that I was trying to do with this build was make sure that the river was blocked off. Kids and water is not a great mix, and I didn't block the beach off, but I figured if the park was going to be right next to a river, I wanted to try and make sure that it was blocked off in some way. And the way that my river is lined right now, literally none of that stays. But I do keep it blocked off. So that was one of the builds that I had in mind for that. I was also really excited to use the park clock. And that's just because I'm a huge fan of clocks. I love clocks. The next build that I'm working on with this island will be a hiking area that leads to the back right corner of the island, where I want to do a really cool terraforming and waterscaping view. And those builds might be split into 2 videos since it covers more than a fourth of the map. It's going to be a pretty big build. And I think I'm going to upload those as long plays without commentary and just the game sounds. If that's not your thing, no worries. I'll be back in the subsequent videos with my usual stuff. but I figured I wouldn't have as much to say about that, and I love just getting in the zone while terraforming and waterscaping. Those two are actually two of my top favorite things to do in this game, and I don't find it super tedious, at least not yet. Maybe because I typically listen to audiobooks and podcasts while I play acnh, so the repetitiveness is really nice for listening to a story. I also feel that they're really rewarding to finish up. I just did a mostly flat island for futuristic farm theme, and it's almost completely flat. And by the time I finished it and was running around the island, I was a little bit bummed by how flat it was. But I got to try some specific things that I wanted with that island, like having a walk along the back of the island on the very first level. I think that's probably why most of my island ended up being flat, is because I wasn't really thinking about it at the front of the island. I typically don't do a whole lot of building up at the front of the island just because it makes things harder to see. And then I was getting to the very back of the island, and I really wanted to make sure that the walk at the back was not blocked by the different tiers. And so then I wasn't sure how to build it up, and then I was trying to finish it really fast because my sister was getting her Switch back. So that one was really interesting, and I'm glad that I tried something new. And I think terraforming is for me. I really like building things up and doing different things with the waterfalls and making things look really, really hilly. Anyway, if you're interested in following the rest of this island, I want to finish it up pretty quick because there was a new challenge that started called The Last Resort by Crossing Maniac. And it just looks like a ton of fun, and I'm really excited to do it. So I'm going to try and finish the last little bit of this island as fast as I can. So anyway, if you liked the video, don't forget to like and subscribe, and I look forward to chatting with you in the next video, and I hope you have a stellar day.